Hi again. This time we're gonna do a run through with Mr. Knuckles. There's that little save state from the last one. Big A level, but you can always delete these by the way. So anyway, we're gonna do Knuckles. Why? Because I like Knuckles. Partially because his game is totally different than the other two. I mean, totally different. Couple of the bosses are the same, but generally his game has no relation to the other two. Um, the theory he goes right through Brooks, by the way. The theory for a while now is that his game actually comes after Sonic and Tails. Um, at the time, the brochure made it sound like it was the same time, but or the manual, but Sonic isn't involved in this at all. I mean, you literally never see Sonic. He doesn't help in the boss. He's not at. Is he at the end? He might be at the very end, but I mean, there's really no mention, except for Launch Base. There's no mention of Death Egg. He doesn't play Death Egg Zone. The guy he's facing is called Egg Robo. It's not Robotnik, except for a famous snafu in Flying Battery where you face Robotnik because they never made a front-facing sprite for Egg Robo, which I think they ran out of time, but we'll leave that for when I get to that. So because of the unique nature of Flying Battery, by the way, it is the only level that's the exact same between the two characters, as far as I know. So, but again, the special stages are the same. The glitches are the same, pretty much. So, the the bosses are mostly the same, but generally they're in different locations. This one is, for sure. So it's different. I like playing Knuckles because it is a totally different game. It's different than Tails. It's different than whatever. He can fly and glide, of course. So this is all the same. Of course, you know, you can't get to the Tails only areas, obviously. And there's fewer. I mean, there's. It's hard to say. Yeah, yeah. There's Knuckles only areas, but yeah, I was gonna hit that, but why? This is pretty much the same up to a certain point. Man, I think this part always does. Something I didn't show in the other one, you can push this rock. Which I did not know forever and ever. It's the only rock you can push, so. You just go down here, and there's that. So I didn't show it on the Tails one. It is in Tails too. It's not just Knuckles, but there's a free guy up there I usually forget, but for whatever reason, guys are more of an issue with Knuckles. I don't know why, but I usually have more trouble with guys with him. I lose guys more with him. So just to show these are the same. Anyway, for those that don't know, you know, Knuckles was an add-in for this because he's only in Sonic and Knuckles part. He was not in the Sonic 3 part, so there's not really any major issues caused by that. But I miss that sometimes with him. Does it come back up again? Ugh. Then you have to kind of respawn it. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't really do that with the other two, so I'm sure there's a reason. You know what? Let's do this. Let's cheat. I love his gliding and climbing. It's fun. There's a couple areas, especially Lava Reef Act 2 and a couple others where you actually use it. Now, with this one, with him, I try to get more perfect because, like I said, guys are an issue with him. I mean, last time I beat this game with him, I think I only had 8 guys or 9. So, I said why that is, I don't know. I mean, his game is a little bit shorter, but that really wouldn't make that much of a difference, so. You know what, though? I'm not going to go for the thing here. Why? Well, last time I did this one, I failed the first time. And one very important thing with Knuckles is that there are fewer special stages with him, fewer giant rings, because there's a few he can't get to, or it's hard to get to. So, but that's especially true in Sonic and Knuckles. This one not as bad, but the Sonic and Knuckles one, I mean, his game is obscenely short in Sonic and Knuckles. So his game ends in Sky Sanctuary. So, don't tell me I'm lost. Don't tell me I'm lost. Please. Oh, good. This is the end, actually. So yeah, so his game is a lot shorter. You know, which, like I said, it's more of an issue in the second one. Oh well. You know what, though? I got a free guy. I would have got it otherwise, but anyway. The same music glitch happens in this one. That doesn't change. I still got 100 rings. That's not bad. And it continued. So, and here comes that same old music glitch. Here comes the Act 2 music. That they didn't change. Now, I think this is where the first major difference is going to happen. Ah. Fudge. Here we go. Usually I wouldn't recommend doing it that way, but... Anyway, here's the... I believe this is the first big one, right? Yeah. Sonic goes through here and faces the bad guy, the first boss. Knuckles can't get up there. He can't go high enough, so they put him right here. This is the boss right here. So he's actually in a different location, but it's the same boss. I don't have the fire shields. That makes this a little bit more difficult. His jump height isn't as high, but same sign game. All right. I don't think I got boxed that whole last game. Okay. Act 2.